I'm going to be talking about Season 6 of The X-Files. Warning, if you have not seen Season 5 of The X-Files or the X-Files 1998 movie, The X-Files Fight the Future, there will be spoilers from both of those things in this video. You have been warned. Okay, so in Season 5, Mulder faked his own death by using the body of Scott Osselhoff. Osselhoff actually was in the apartment above Mulder, spying on Mulder. It turns out that Osselhoff actually worked for the Department of Defense and had placed many calls to the FBI, probably reporting on Mulder. Mulder ends up stealing Osselhoff's access card and ends up breaking into the Department of Defense and ends up finding the cure for Scully's cancer. The Smoking Man is trying to get Mulder to quit the FBI and join him. The Smoking Man also brings Samantha to meet Mulder. Samantha remembers nothing from her abduction and is also claiming that the Smoking Man is her father. What the heck is up with that? Eventually the Smoking Man takes Samantha away again and Mulder has no way of contacting her. Mulder meets with the FBI panel that was looking into his death and names Section Chief Scott Blevis as the mole in the FBI that gave Scully cancer. Blevis is then killed, the Smoking Man is shot and is presumed to be dead, and Scully's cancer has gone into remission. We find out that Scully has a daughter whose name is Emily, and that's very strange because Scully has never given birth. It turns out that Emily was created from Scully's ova that were harvested during her abduction. It also turns out that Emily may have been the result of an alien-human hybrid experiment, but in the end, Emily ends up dying. Pusher shows up again, and we find out that Pusher has a sister whose name is Linda Bowman, who has the exact same abilities as him. In the end, they both end up dying. Mulder has lost his faith in the existence of extraterrestrials. Also, we find out why unsolved FBI cases are filed under X rather than U, and that is because there is more room under X. We end up meeting Cassandra Spender, who claims to have been abducted by aliens several times. We also meet another FBI agent whose name is Jeffrey Spender, and he is the son of Cassandra, and he doesn't want the entire world to know the claims that his mother is making because he believes them all to be false. Scully and Cassandra, along with a whole bunch of other abductees, end up like gathering together, and then all of a sudden a UFO appears, and then like these faceless aliens appear and light everyone on fire. Scully survives, but has no memory of what happened, and Cassandra is nowhere to be found. Covarrubias gets infected with a black oil, Krychek trades a Russian black oil vaccine for his freedom, the Syndicate tests the Russian vaccine on Covarrubias, and it works. Agent Spender shows Scully a video of him talking about an alien abduction experience. He reveals to Scully that everything he says in that video was all lies, and that he was forced by his mother Cassandra to say that everything was true. We find out that the faceless aliens are actually rebels and are trying to prevent an alien colonization of Earth. We meet a child named Gibson Price who can actually read minds. We also find out that the Smoking Man is not dead, he was actually just in hiding. We also meet Diana Fowley, who is Mulder's ex-FBI partner, and together with Mulder, they discovered the X-Files. Also, Gibson is kidnapped by the Smoking Man and delivered to the Syndicate. The Smoking Man reveals to Agent Spender that he is his father, so that means that the Smoking Man's last name should be Spender. The Justice Department wants to shut down the X-Files, the Smoking Man sets fire to the X-Files, all of them are destroyed, and that is how Season 5 ends, the end. Now that we've covered the X-Files Season 5 spoilers, we need to talk about the spoilers from the 1998 X-Files movie, The X-Files Fight the Future. The X-Files are closed as a result of the fire. Mulder and Scully both still work for the FBI and are doing normal FBI work, and they have to investigate some sort of bomb explosion. It turns out that the bomb explosion was actually used to destroy evidence of the fact that there were some dead bodies in that explosion that were from Texas. Scully figures out that the dead bodies actually had some sort of alien virus, a mutation of the black oil. Mulder and Scully end up going to Texas and they end up finding some sort of bee farm, and it turns out that the bees are actually being used to carry the mutated black oil virus. Scully gets stung by one of the bees and is sent to the hospital, but it actually turns out that she isn't taken to a hospital, she is actually kidnapped. Also, we find out that the mutated black oil is actually using the human bodies as an incubator for a new alien life form. The well-manicured man tells Mulder where to find Scully and gives Mulder an antidote to the black oil mutation that has infected Scully. He also reveals to Mulder that the Syndicate has been trying to colonize Earth with the help of the black oil. The well-manicured man dies in a car explosion. Mulder goes to the location and finds Scully in some sort of secret like underground lab. Mulder gives the antidote to Scully and accidentally sends the entire lab into like this super meltdown mode. Mulder and Scully escape out of the lab and then they realize that it actually wasn't a lab, it was a UFO. Then the UFO takes off. The movie ends with the X-Files being reopened once again. In Season 6, yes, the X-Files are reopened, however, Mulder and Scully are not allowed to work on the X-Files. They actually have to do normal FBI work. Even though they're doing normal FBI work, they still find themselves on some strange cases. Season 6 deals with things like the Bermuda Triangle, body switching, the devil, nanotechnology, mushrooms, time loops, water creatures, and much, much more. Now for familiar faces on the X-Files. Bryan Cranston was in an episode, Bruce Campbell was in an episode, and the guy who plays Chuck McGill on the TV show Better Call Saul was in an episode. Season 6 was a very good season. We got a continuation to the Lone Gunman episode that we saw last season, and I honestly can't pick a favorite episode from this season because there's just so many. Season 6 ended fairly tamely, and that was actually very refreshing because I don't know if I could deal with every season not knowing if Mulder's alive or not knowing the state of the X-Files. That's just a lot to handle. So it was very refreshing to have a tame ending. Season 6 did end with a part 1 of a part 3 episode, but it ended with enough of a mystery that you want to come back for season 7 to learn more. You could stop watching at the end of season 6, but you'll still never know the answers to the mystery that they kind of left you with at the end of season 6. And that's all I'll say about the ending of season 6. In the comments below, let me know what your thoughts are on season 6 of the X-Files, and that pretty much sums up this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week. Don't forget to have an epically awesome day. Bye!